Oh yeah, you like that? You like how much red iron oxide I have? Yeah, don't be jealous. Hello, you dirty potters. How are you today? Long story short, I went to my Facebook fan page where I do all my updates and everything. I mean, if I'm about to do something and you guys want to know about it, it's probably going to be there before it's on Twitter or Instagram. And I asked everybody, like, would you like to see another pit fire? Because I have a pit fire kiln and I like doing pit fires, but I don't want to be known as like the pit fire guy on the pit fire channel for pit fire pottery, the pit fire pit bull, and dare. And I immediately got like, yes. Fuck yes. So this is probably going to be the last pit fire we do for quite some time, but still today we're doing a pit fire. Now here's the difference today. Today we don't have like 4 giant pieces. We have maybe about 10 to 12 little pieces. And I have a bunch of lotus bowls that I really need to pit fire, right? And they're made of that good grog clay. And instead of cobalt, this time we have a lot of red iron oxide, because I like the color of white and red, and then I don't really like the color of red and red, but like I like white and red. And on the last video, a lot of you suggested that I put foil around my oxides, which are around my pottery, in order to keep in all the flavor. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. And of course, I'm just guessing, but usually when I do a pit fire, I have to open it up at some point and put more oxides and carbonates inside of the kiln in order to get better color, because at some point the clay or the fire is going to be at its most open, its most powerful, right? But with the foil technique, everything stays in place, and foil of course keeps in heat and refracts it, so I don't think I have to do that when I use this foil. But we're gonna find out there. So let me show you what we're gonna put in there, and then we're gonna get going, because it's like 9 a.m. and I still have to like go to school from 1 to 9 p.m. today. So let's get this going. Surprise though, these ones right here are for my boss, and these 2 are actually porcelain, technically. I just want to see if they'll survive, because last time I put something in that was not supposed to survive, and it totally did. These ones are all burnished, and they're all grog clay, and they're all cone 5/6, they're all good. These are all most likely going to survive. But as far as these 2 go, I just want to see what I can get away with what the kiln gods will let me do. Okay, so I didn't do any research on this at all. I'm just going off the suggestions of the people in the comments below of the last pit fire video. What I kind of assume is that I put chemicals inside of the foil, wrap them up so they're sticking against the wall of the pottery, and then I fire them. I don't know if that's the correct way to do it, but I will say I've done it this way before, and it seems to have worked before, so I'm sure I'm gonna get... So if this is not the correct way to do it, or this is the way someone else is not supposed to do it, I'm sure I'm gonna get comments below like, that's not what you're supposed to do! And I must tell you right now, I don't really care! Oh yeah, you like that? You like how much red iron oxide I have? Yeah, don't be jealous. And we got some red iron oxide on there, and we put the foil around it. So we're going to put everything in there now, and we're just going to start to see how this goes a second time. The problem is I only had like 4 things before, and this time we have like maybe 11 or 12 things. So instead of just putting stuff in there, I actually have to load the kiln this time, which means I gotta be strategic. It's like a shitty game of Tetris. And I'm gonna put you upside down for literally no reason at all. And I'm gonna put you right side up on the butt of this because there was a reason. So we loaded the kiln, and last time we put dry bark in here, but this time we're putting dry grass clippings in here just to see the difference. And all the good foil stuff is over here, right? Because this is like the hot spot of this area. This spot is not cold, but it doesn't get as hot. as this over here. So, and this is that's just for me. We got a little smarter this time, and we have an actual lighter this time. Thank you, patrons. Let's light up the fire starters here. Oh, this burns fantastically. This fire is not starting fast enough for me, but I have fucking places to be. Woo! Okay, that worked. Okay, that's working too well. All right, calm down, calm down. It's so hot right now that I actually put a little bit of water on the very top of this, and it's starting to boil that water because it's that hot. Okay, after it's been going for a little while, I think it's been going for about 45 minutes now, and the fire's still lit, so I'm just gonna close it and keep all that good smoke in. Do you guys see what a nice, beautiful, clear day it is outside? And how there's literally the sun is in the sky, and the sky's super clear, you know? Okay, for some strange reason, it started to rain. For some strange reason, it has actually started to rain. And I have no idea why. Because the forecast didn't call for rain, and it is, like, there's... Look at this. Okay, it's almost like 8 o'clock at night now, and I've done all the things. Like, I went to school, and I did my homework, and I went to work, and it should be done now. I will say I noticed that it didn't last as long though. It died after like 5 or 6 hours, simply because I think that I used dry grass, my grass clippings, instead of actual wood chips or fuel that would usually burn a lot longer. So this most likely didn't come out as good, but we're gonna find out. This died so fast that I can touch this with my bare hands and be fine. Yeah, this one's still so hot that it's still smoking. But this is honestly, this one's just my, can I touch it? Nope, can't touch it. The red iron oxide didn't stick very well on a lot of these, but I will say that the black and white clay color looks fantastic. I love these patterns that I'm getting. Next one. This one didn't come out too well, but again, it's that beautiful black and white. This looks mostly black. Except for right here, we have a little tiny bit of green, little tiny bit of red. This came out okay. I don't hate this one at all. And you can kind of see, even with some of them, the red stays. Like, I can't rub this red off. So some of it actually worked as far as the red iron oxide goes, but not a lot of it. This is just straight clumps on this one. Yeah, see how that's, Get out of here! Get out of here! Get you out of here! I don't think that I did it properly, because I put the foil on here and the chemical on there at the same time, right? So now it looks like someone just smeared right red on the clay body instead of actually looking like it had a good reduction at all. The pattern, again, beautiful, but still the red didn't take as well. I think I'm going to be selling these at my next table, to be honest with you. Oh, there we go. There's a good one. That's some good red, some good brown, some good white, all on the same looking Kamehameha looking wave there. Oh, and this one's just for me. Remember all those times you guys were like, oh, Dante, don't put porcelain inside the pit. Shut up. Shut up. Both of the bowls came out fine. Both of them came out great. You, not me, you. There's one thing that I really want you guys to remember, that this right here, these two bowls, another one over there just like it, is porcelain. And the majority of people say you should not pit fire porcelain, but this time around all I did is get my grass clippings because they don't retain as much heat and they burn off a lot faster. So what I did is I put in a fuel source that wouldn't last as long, it wouldn't burn as hot, so it didn't crack my porcelain at all. This came out fine. But I will say any of the red iron oxide that I put on the side of it came out like really light purple, or didn't take at all. So I think I'm going to go back to my original thing of putting in carbonates and oxides in the middle of the fire instead of putting in them beforehand, because at this point they just stuck to the body. The one thing that I will say is that this black side here is the one that had no foil on it. It didn't have any red iron oxide in it, but this side did. And so this one just looks smudged with red iron oxide. But this side over here looks like it got really good reduction. And if you look really closely, you can probably see some kind of chromatic, looks like a little bit of black in there, some black copper, right? Because it looks greenish, but it's still majority black. So I'm actually really happy with this one as well. This one came out extremely well. When I woke up, I totally forgot that I did a pit fire yesterday. So when I woke up, I was like, oh, Pass Dante. This was a ballsy one because, like, I should have not pit fired porcelain. And I also pit fired my chuck. I don't know why. You're not supposed to. I just felt like it. Weirdly enough, the chuck got like the best color. You can even see a little bit of actual color right there. Like this, the chuck came out the best for some reason. Well, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really just wanted to see if porcelain would survive in the pit fire kiln, and it totally did. But to be ultra honest with you, I kind of cheesed it because, like, I put a different fuel source in there that I knew wouldn't burn as much. If you want to see some of my artwork, the links are down below, my Instagram, my Facebook fan page. And thank you to the Facebook fans and the patrons who actually voted on this, because a couple, like, days ago, I was like, do you guys want to see another pit fire? Because I don't want to become, like, the pit fire guy, but also I really like pit fires. And everybody was all, yay! So I didn't have a choice. Alright, well, I'm going to get going. I have some faces to rub thine porcelain in. I will see you, Dirty Potters, next week. One of the pots didn't survive this time around. I grabbed it by the edge and it chipped right there. So I'm starting me a little graveyard right in this area.